Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Courtney Homer. I'm not a doctor, but just a woman in college who wishes to stick up for what I believe in. So, how is everybody feeling today? Well, I hope you feel like you have the right to choose what you want to do with your own body, because I know some women in the world feel the exact opposite, due to the fact that abortion is made illegal in some places, or that their peers may look down on them for choosing abortion over bringing a baby into their world, not yours. How about another question? Does anyone here believe in murder? Or does anyone here believe in that it is alright to sit by casually as someone got murdered and not say anything about it? If you witnessed a murder, do you think it would be ethical to not report it to the authorities? Now, just to clear some things up about what exactly abortion is, it is the intentional termination of a pregnancy after conception. The long-time debated question is whether or not abortion should be legal or illegal. Here, currently in the United States and several other countries, abortion is legal and may be performed on request. In my own words, every human person has the right to do what he or she pleases with his or her own body. In my own personal opinion, abortion is better off being made legal rather than illegal for all women around the world. Abortion is one of the most common medical procedures performed right here in the United States. Each year, more than 40% of all women will end a pregnancy by abortion at some time in their reproductive lives. Abortion has been legal in the United States since 1973, when the Supreme Court ruled in Roe v. Wade that women have the right to make medical decisions about their own bodies. Now, people may argue that an embryo or fetus is or is not a human person. But how exactly do you determine when an embryo or fetus is in fact a human person and has his or her own rights? Medically, embryos are said to not be considered human persons until about 22 to 24 weeks of development in the womb. At that moment in the womb is when the neocortex develops. This is also known as the earliest point of viability. The neocortex in humans is involved in a higher functions such as sensory perception, general motor commands, and language. All of these are developed around the 22nd to 24th week of pregnancy. Viability is the point at which the fetus can be taken from the womb and given proper medical care to live a long life. Therefore, before fetus's neocortex develops, it is not considered to be a human person, and thus is not given human rights, or not considered to have human rights, such as ourselves. During that 22 to 24 weeks of pregnancy, the pregnant woman is said to have the right to do with what she wishes with her own reproductive system. Just so happens that the Fourth Amendment states that citizens have the right to be secure in their own persons. In 1965, 265 deaths occurred due to illegal abortions. 265 deaths. Now, is that not a number that one person can look at and say that something needs to happen to make this go away? Of all pregnancy-related complications in New York City and California, 20% were due to abortions. A series of U.S. Supreme Court decisions granted increased rights to women and ensured that their right to choose was in the process. Illegal abortions are dangerous and may cause serious harm, including death to women having them performed on themselves. According to a 2007 study of the World Health Organization, or the WHO, abortions are just as likely to occur in countries where abortion is made illegal compared to countries where it is legal. Unfortunately, these options are also substantially more dangerous than medically supervised abortions. These illegal abortions are happening result in an estimated 80,000 accidental deaths each year. Abortions will happen whether they are legal or illegal. I know that. Everybody knows that. The laws criminalizing procedure generally apply to doctors and not towards women, which means that even under state laws banning abortion as a medical procedure, women would be free to terminate their pregnancies through their own other means. Women would have the right to use over-the-counter drugs and abuse them to create a miscarriage. So just create a miscarriage. Is that really something you want to do to a poor, innocent child? In Nicaragua, where abortion is illegal, the ulcer drug, misoprostol, is often used for this purpose. It's inexpensive, easy to transport, and conceal, and terminates a pregnancy in a manner that resembles a miscarriage. At least if abortion is made legal, then accidental deaths due to improper care procedure can be prevented. Abortion is not someone else's right to decide whether or not someone else should have an abortion. Is that one person's right, and that's it. Once again, in my personal opinion, every human person has the right to do with what he or she pleases with his or her own body. When speaking about abortions, it is very controversial, but there are many more pros rather than cons to the idea that abortion should be made legal rather than illegal. Why not take the chance and make abortion legal? As previously stated, many women die when trying to have a legal abortion. If we have the necessary equipment and care, there should be no reason for these accidental deaths. Please think about this information and how many women feel having their bodies be treated like it's not their own.